Good morning, students. Today we deal English grammar for 8th standard. Actually, first and second lesson we completed. Now this is the third lesson, countable and uncountable nouns. So before starting the countable and uncountable nouns, we have idea about that, about the nouns. And actually, the nouns having a four types. This is the classification. We can say that which are they? Common noun, proper noun, abstract nouns, and collective nouns. This is the four types of noun. So before starting the lesson, we have to understand the classification of the nouns. It is clear? Yes. Now we're discussing about the countable nouns and uncountable nouns. See here at the blackboard, this is the differentiation between uncountable and countable nouns, because this is easy to you understand the countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, now we first take countable nouns. Countable nouns are things that can be counted singular or plural forms. So I want to say that countable nouns having singular and plural form also. In countable nouns, we can say cup, okay, pen. In plural form, we can say that two cups, six pens. So that's why this is the countable nouns and singular, having the singular and plural form also. But when we are discussing uncountable nouns are things that cannot be counted. Cannot be counted. वो हमें count करना नहीं आते. But here in countable nouns we can count 1, 2, 3, 4 regarding that. So things that cannot be counted and do not have any plural form. Countable nouns having a singular and plural forms, but uncountable nouns do not have a plural form for that nouns. Example, milk. We do not say milks. Second example, rice. We do not say two rice, three rice. Okay, so that's why do not have any plural form. Do not have any plural form. This is the first. First is clear to all. Okay. Now second, countable nouns can be used with A and D. So countable nouns can be used with A and D, and this is the need of that. We have to use here A and D. This is the address. Example for that, address, an apple, and this type of words we have to write with the countable nouns. And see here, in uncountable nouns cannot be used A and or one. We do not use there. We cannot say a milk, egg milk. We cannot say that. A rice, egg rice. We cannot say that. So that's why this is the difference between, in a countable nouns we can use a dress, an apple, a, and we use here. But in a uncountable nouns we do not use a and an. Okay, this is the second differences. Now third, countable nouns having a singular and plural form, and uncountable nouns not having any plural form there. In a singular countable nouns, singular cannot be used alone. In singular cannot be used alone. We do not use alone there, because if you are taking any example, see here, he is eating an apple. He is eating apple. This is the wrong sentence. So that's why he is eating an apple. So that's why we cannot use alone. अकेले नहीं use कर सकते. So we have to write in front of the words a or an. And regarding that, the, these, that, these words also we can use here. Okay. In in countable nouns, in plural nouns, we can use alone. In singular, we cannot use alone. In plural, we can use alone. See, I like apples, but in a plural form, only in a plural form. So this is the third. Now see here, in uncountable nouns can be used alone. यहाँ पर single ही use करना पड़ता है. He is eating rice. We cannot write a rice या the rice. Okay, so that's why he is eating rice, and this is the uncountable nouns. That's why in uncountable nouns, so we have to use alone. We have to use alone, and in countable nouns we cannot use alone. Only we use alonely in a plural noun. Got it? Now fourth one. In countable nouns, we can use many or few. And in uncountable nouns, we can use much and a little. Everyone knows that this is the uncountable, cannot be counted. So that's why we use much, a little. And this is the counted things. That's why we use many or a few. See the example. There are not many biscuits left. There are not many biscuits left. So this is why this is the many we use here with the countable nouns. But when you're discussing about the uncountable nouns, see the example. There is not much bread left. Much bread. वहाँ पे थोड़ा भी bread छोड़ा नहीं गया है. So that's why much, little we can use with the uncountable, and many or few we use in countable nouns. Okay, I have written a few letters today. This is the use of few. Now little, we have got little petrol. This is the example of that. Okay, so this is the fourth one. Countable nouns, many, a few, and in uncountable, much and a little. Got it? Okay. Now this is the last one. In both section, in both countable nouns and uncountable nouns, we can use some, any, a lot, some, any, a lot. In both sides, we can use that. So according to that, if you want to give any examples, see here. I want some grapes. Use of some in a uncountable noun. I want some butter. So this is the use of some. Now, did you buy any stamps? Have you got any money? Use of any. A lot of. I have a lot of friends. There is a lot of sugar in the tin. This is the uses of some, any, a lot of, some, any, a lot of in both sides, countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Okay? I hope you understand these 5 differences. If those understand these 5 differences, who can understand the lesson? Okay? Thank you. Have a nice day.